Hello everyone, good evening. All right, so in the last video we talked about the container, we talked about the grid in the row that is hosted in your container, right? And we say we have two classes of the container. We have the container in itself and we have the container fluid, right? And the difference we talked about was in the width, right? Okay, so the ability to occupy the whole width and then one that operates like the block. So we're going to still talk about, we're going to practically demonstrate uh, what you will appreciate, right? So we want to have the ideal shape of a simple site in this case now. And we're going to be using container fluid in this case, we're going to be using columns, right? We may choose to use varying numbers, right? So that the column can span over. Now, let's not be talking too much. Let's do that so that you get what I'm trying to say. Div dot container, right? We have to add some styles to this now, so you appreciate it the more. Okay, so this is how it's done in Bootstrap, so that you're not confused. It's not far away from what you know already with your HTML and CSS. Okay, so let's make this container fluid, right? That will give us the header kind of thing. Dot fluid. You add your dash fluid, right? Then we have the padding top. Know that the left and right has been taken care of. What we're looking at is the up and down, right? So we have the padding top. Of course, at this point, you should know what padding is. Padding top should be 5, right? Commonly used. I'm not choosing 5 for any reason whatsoever because that gives you a default kind of padding. Let's choose the background color of dark rather. Let's choose dark in this case. And then let's text align center. Let's choose the text color first. Text white. Then we'll choose how do you want it. Is it left or right? The positioning of the text that we're going to be having here. So let's make it text. What's happening to my typing today? Text center. That will be quite obvious. So in this container now, can we have um, let's have the value we want to see here. Let's have a h3, right? That will give us dot the header space. The header space. Okay, the header space. Okay, h3. Let's have the header space. Okay, we have a p element here. Let's have a lorem icon. Okay, let's call this lorem icon so we have everything within our site. All right, so let's view this and see how it looks. Let's view this and see how it looks first. Okay. So this is it. This makes more sense at the point. It gives us what we are used to a bit at the moment. Because the first time I was demonstrating that it was like in boxes and the rest, so you wouldn't really. It was like abstract, but this is closer because we use the container fleet as occupy the whole space, right? But this doesn't make sense really. You have to give some space at the side here. But not to worry, we're going to handle that. For now, let's cover what we need to cover. So the next is to have another container down um, after this, the first container now that will have the columns in it, right? So we have the div um, dot container. This is another container and I'll host something else for us dot. So let's give it a padding, a margin now, a margin top. Want some space away from what contain from the first container. So we have the empty to what? Let's make it to 8 and see. Right. So here now, inside here we're going to have a div of row. Okay. And in it we have other divs that will give us call, right? And this call we're going to be graduating, we're going to be giving it a breakpoint size, small, right? There's a dimension to that, and we're going to give it the spanning over columns number, right? That will be like 4. Don't mind my language, I'm just using what I'm familiar with, right? So here we enter. Oh, I didn't even times it. Okay, so let's just copy and duplicate to 3. Okay, copy. So we have that V. All right, so now to be quite fast, let's alt this so we can have the same thing. Just lorem isom, generate a dummy text. All right, now we'll see how it looks. We'll see how it looks on our live server. So let's look up this and see. Right, so this is how it looks. Okay, let's go back and touch the margin top again and see to give some more space. Uh-huh. So let's make it 4 and see. All right, let's make it 5 now. Okay, let's see this. All right, so this is okay. Now you know this now gives us a familiar shape. All right, so you can add some more things. You can do other things. Add other functions here. Change the background to an image, and then you see you have an ideal stuff here right now. You can use this same thing to create your resume and the rest of all those. Okay, so I'm not giving you a expo, but you can do beyond that. All right, so let's end here. In the next video, we're going to add some more values and the rest. Right?